Hiya! It's time for some Pilates, 30 minutes express practice. So let's get straight into it. Going to come lying down on our backs. Take a full body stretch. Legs and arms reach out long. Maybe even do some little ladder climbs so you feel a side body stretch, because we're going to work a lot on our obliques today. So our obliques, the side belly muscles that give you some really nice definition too. So taking 3 more breaths, big stretch. And pop your ribs, stretch out your belly, yawn if you need to, sigh if you have to. I think we all need a bit of a sigh after the last few months or this year that we've had. Hug your knees into your chest and take a twist. So drop your knees over to one side, it doesn't matter which side. Pick a side, hold it there, taking 3 deep breaths. And then bring your knees back through center and do the same thing, twist other side. And then come back to center, bring your feet flat to the floor, knees to the sky. Let's turn on our glutes. So squeeze, push your feet into the floor, lift your hips up and squeeze your glutes, and just hold a Pilates bridge. Just a static bridge so you can feel that muscle activation through your butt cheeks. Hold, breathe. Start to activate around your core as well as you hold this static. So lift the pit of your belly in towards your spine, squeeze it in, and lift the pelvic floor up into the spine as well. Breathe in, lower down as you breathe out. Let's take a hamstring stretch, right leg to the sky. Just notice the balance in the body between right side, left side. Notice any tightness, stiffness, any weakness. There's that old saying, swap your legs over, take the hamstring stretch on the other side. That, really good athletes, they know their weaknesses, but great athletes work on them. First comes awareness of them. Tabletop for the legs. So release that hamstring stretch. Bring your legs to tabletop and make sure you're in neutral spine. So in neutral spine, your lower back is slightly lifted up off the floor. Just slightly, you're not arching the back. It's neutral. So there is a natural curve that happens of the spine, and then you embrace. You brace around the whole center of your body. You can use your hands for feedback. Single toe taps. So you want to keep your knees bent at about 90 degrees. Your knees stay directly over your hips, they don't come any closer to your chest. And your shins are about parallel to the floor. Now you want to keep this shape. You don't want to bend your knees anymore, because then that's going to take away from the work on the core. You want to make sure the core is working by keeping the knees at 90 degrees and then lowering the leg down in that shape. Let's go for another 6, 5, 4, 3, you can use your hands still as feedback or just kind of brace them against the floor. 2, 1, hug your knees back into your chest and give them a squeeze. You'll feel a bit of a glute stretch, you'll feel a little bit of a lower back stretch as well. Notice if you feel that your lower back kind of holds on, it grips, because it means that the lower back's tight and that it's overworking, which means you need to work your core more. So come back to tabletop. Now stick with single legs if that was enough, or we move to double legs. So both toes come down together and both toes lift back up. Lower down, lift back up. Lower down, lift back up. Let's go for another 8. Now really notice 7, if the pelvis is shifting forward and back. 6, as the legs lower down and lift up. This whole center, 5, needs to stay really sturdy. 4, so use your hands as feedback. 3, make sure you're breathing, especially into your lungs, into your rib cage. Last one, hug your knees. Now we're going to add in we're going to do a double toe tap and then add in a little shoulder lift. So we start at tabletop. Bring your knees or legs back to tabletop, knees above hips, shins parallel to the floor, arms down by sides. So double toe tap, exhale, look toes down, inhale, lift and back up. Then on the exhale, you lift your head and shoulders up off the floor, reach your arms out in front, but keep your pelvis and your spine in neutral, and then the inhale lowers you back down. So exhale, toes down, inhale, toes up, exhale, lift the head and shoulders, inhale, lower down. Toe tap, inhale, head and shoulders, lower. Toes, shoulders. We go for another 5 more, just like that. Shoulders, toes, shoulders. 3, 2 more, make sure it's nice and controlled. And notice, be aware of where in the body you're feeling it. If you're feeling fatigue in the belly, maybe some in the thighs and hip flexors, that's normal. Last one, I think it's an extra one, let's call it a bonus. And then hug your knees, squeeze them in. A little rock from side to side. If you need to do anything else, a twist, a hammy stretch, maybe a full body stretch, popping your ribs and stretching out through your belly, then do that, because we're going to do that and again. But we're going to add in a heel tap to target the side belly. So set yourself up in your tabletop again. Feet parallel, shins parallel, knees in line directly over your hips. The toes go down, the toe tap happens first, they come back up. Then you lift your head and shoulders up and you squeeze your right hand and try and touch your right heel. You're probably not going to touch it. It's not about touching the heel, it's about squeezing these right side obliques. That happens on the exhale. We come back down on the inhale. Left side, lift, squeeze for the first one, hold, because we held it on the right side. So feel that left side oblique, the side body squeeze in, and then lower back down. Then we go back to toe tap. So toes down, toes up, lift up right heel, back to center, lift up left heel, back to center, toe taps. Double, right heel. The exhale is the squeeze, left heel, inhale, lower down, exhale, lift up, inhale. Right heel, center, left heel, center. Toe tap, inhale, right heel squeeze, center, left heel squeeze, center, toe tap. Lift up right, left, 3 more like that. Toe tap. Toe tap. 2 more. We go again. Last one. Hug your knees. You might like a full body stretch. Anything else that you took for the first side? We're going to do that 1 more time. 5 rounds. So stretch it out, take in 1 more breath. You want to really focus on the squeeze of the obliques. Tabletop for the legs. Arms down by your sides. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lower the toes down on the exhale. Lift them back up on the inhale. Head and shoulders lift. Squeeze right. Back to center, squeeze left, back to center, toe tap. Heel, reach, then heel, reach. Toe tap. Heel, reach. Feel that oblique side body squeeze, toe tap. We've done 3, this is a 3rd one. We've got 5 total, so finish this one off, 2 more to go. Last one. Full body stretch. Hopefully you'll feel that tomorrow. Take another breath in. Rock yourself over to a forearm plank. Do as many rock and rolls as you'd like. And then cross your ankles, Flip yourself over, come onto your forearms. On the knees to start. So we've got 2 things, but one of them's right and left, so technically 3 things that we're going to put together. The first thing we're going to do from our forearm plank, we're going to have a static hold, and then we're going to add in some hip twists. And so this is, remember, it's about obliques. And so we'll do this with our knees on the floor first. You twist your hips over to one side. It doesn't matter which side, we're going to do both evenly. And then the inhale brings you back up. The exhale, you twist your hips. So your hips don't touch the floor, but it's like you're trying to get them as far over as your spine will allow and the structure will allow. So twist, come back to center, and then twist, come back to center. Do one more either side on your knees, because we're going to take it off the knees. Come back to center and twist, come back to center. Now we're coming to a side plank. So use your left hand against your right elbow, and then take the weight into your left arm. Doesn't matter if you're on the other side. Use your left knee on the floor, the bottom knee on the floor to start, because now we're going to do hip dips. And so your right hand can go to the sky, come to your hip, whatever you prefer. On the inhale, you lower the hip down, just tap it on the floor. On the exhale, you lift the hip up again. So inhale, you dip the hip. Exhale, you lift the hip. Let's do that 4 more times. Inhale down, exhale lift. Ultimately, we're going to take this off the knee, but for now, just modify it. Inhale down, exhale up. I think we've got 1 more. I could be wrong. Tough. Come back to center. Swap it straight over to the other side. So feed the arm underneath. You'll end up on your right side with the right knee on the floor, unless you started on the other side. Whatever you want to do with the top arm. The inhale dips the hip. The exhale lifts the hip. Inhale, you dip. Make sure that right shoulder is looped and engaged. 4 more from here. 3, 2, 1 more. We come back to center. Stay modified on your knees. Don't worry, it's coming. And then we lie down on our belly. Arms reach out in front. So then in between, we're going to add on a Superman. So the inhale, you lift up to Superman. On the exhale, it's like you're doing a lat pull down. So you can make 2 fists. You're going to draw your elbows, squeezing your shoulder blades behind you. Draw your elbows back, but up at the same time. And then twisting on the exhale, you're going to look over your right shoulder. You come back to Superman on the inhale. We do that again, like a lat pull down, but you twist over, look over your left shoulder, and then come back to Superman. So we'll do that again. Twist over your right, look over your right shoulder. You should feel your right oblique squeeze, and then Superman, breathe in. Left shoulder, squeeze. You can have your legs on or off the floor. Off's a little bit more intense. 1 more either side. Right shoulder, squeeze. Reach it out in front. Left shoulder, squeeze, and then reach. Just relax. Relax on your belly for a moment. Maybe shake your hips out. What you want to feel is a little pause at the end of that squeeze, so you really feel the muscle contract. What we're doing is we're training the muscle to fire, release, fire, release, fire, release. Let's get a little bit more lively music going, huh? All right, forearm plank, here we go. If you must modify, then do that for yourself. But if you don't, then don't. Breathe in, hip twist. Go one side, come back to center. Go to the other side, come back to center. Let's do in groups of 3. Right side, back to center. Other side. Doesn't matter if you're doing the opposite side to me. Go your first side. Back to center, not quite on the floor. Other side. And then side plank, either side. Full side plank, hip dip, inhale. Exhale, lift. So 3, 2. Keep that shoulder looped. 1 more. Come back through center, straight over to the other side. Fully controlled. Hip dip. Inhale down. Exhale up. 2 more. 1 more. Come back to forearm plank first. Then lie down into straight up into Superman. Breathe in. Your lat pull down, look over your right shoulder, breathe out. Back to Superman, inhale. Lat pull down, left shoulder, breathe out. Superman, right side. Superman, left side. Superman, we're doing groups of 3, so one more right. Breathe in, one more left. Breathe in, forearm plank. Hold this one a little bit longer now. Lift up through the pit of the belly, pelvic floor, elbows push in and squeeze at the same time. Heels back, head forward. Make sure your pelvis is in line with your heels and shoulders. One more breath. Then we start our hip twist. So to one side, back to center. Nice and slow. Other side, controlled, back to center. First side. Center. Second side. One more either side. Twist as far over as you can, but stay controlled the whole way. Side plank. Doesn't matter which side you do, as long as you do 3 dips. Inhale down, exhale up. 2. One more. Straight over, feed the arm through. Swap it over to the other side. Inhale down, exhale lift. 2. One more. Back to center. Lie down, Superman. Breathe in. Rotate, look over your right shoulder. Back to Superman in. Exhale that lat pull down, look over your left. Inhale. Exhale. Remember that little squeeze at the end. And then release to go one more either side. Superman, forearm plank. Hold. A little bit longer the hold now. Push, hug, squeeze, loop the shoulders, lengthen out, heels to head. Pelvic floor, pit of the belly. Set your focus, deep breaths. Five more breaths from here. Nice, one more breath. And then twist. First side, back to center. I like to use the exhale to twist and the inhale to come back to center. First side. Second side. One more either side. Twist. Twist. Side plank, forearm, hip dip. Inhale down, exhale lift. 2 more. One more. Feed it over to the other side. Hip dip, inhale down, exhale up. 2. One more. Back to forearm plank. Controlled. Down onto your belly, Superman, breathe in. Go for it. Lat pull down, gaze over the shoulder. Superman. Lat pull down, twist. Inhale, first side. Inhale, second side. One more either side. Remember that little squeeze, slight pause at the end. Breath in. One more round, forearm plank. We're here for the full minute now. Push, hug, loop, lengthen. Plank has been my best friend the last few weeks. It has been such a stress relief, let's call it that. I have let out lots of frustration by doing a forearm plank. When I feel that frustration creep on, then I'll find a space wherever I am, just not in the supermarket, and do a forearm plank. because pushing the floor away, hugging it in, squeezing in, breathing, it lets out a lot of tension. Might feel like it brings in a lot of tension, but the better your attitude is towards it, the more tension you can release. Minute's done. We go twist, back to center. Twist, back to center. First side. Second side. One more, either side. Twist. Twist. Side plank. Hip dip. 3, 2, 1 more. Feed it over to the other side. Same thing. 3, 2, 1. Forearm plank. Superman. Breathe in. Squeeze. Breathe in. Squeeze. Breathe in. Squeeze. Squeeze. One more either side. Nice. High plank. No rest for the wicked. Come up into your high plank. You can do this on your knees if you need to. Mountain climbers. Same knee, same elbow. Take it slowly to start. 10. Feel that squeeze. 9, 8, 7, 6. See if you can actually touch your knee to your elbow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I call this the D special. Take the weight into your right hand, side plank on your hand. Left foot, place it on the floor in front. Right knee, touch your right elbow. Then take the weight back and end up where we started, side plank. 4 more, place a foot, knee to elbow or tricep. That's where we started. 3, squeeze, back to where we started. 2, 1 more, really feel that side oblique. Get the knee to the arm. High plank. Mountain climbers. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Side plank, other side. So let's do the first one slow. Right foot on the floor in front. Left knee, left elbow. Come back to your side plank. We go 4 more. Place, touch, send it back. 3. Really use that oblique. 2. 1 more. Nice. Mountain climbers. This round, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Side plank. 4 of them. Foot, knee touch. Send it back. 3. Touch. Send it back. 2. 1 more. Back to high plank, mountain climbers. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Side plank, other side. 4. Place, touch, send it back. 3, 2, 1 more. Back to high plank. 6 this round. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Side plank. 3 of them. Knee touch. Send it back. 2, 1 more. High plank. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Side plank. Place, knee touch, send it back. Just 2 more. 1 more. High plank. 4, 3, 2, 1. Side plank. it back. 1. High plank. 4. Touch, 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 touch. Side plank. Foot, knee to elbow. Send it back. 1 more. We gotta finish it off. High plank. Just 2. 1. Side plank. Just the 1. Send it back. High plank. 2. 1. Side plank. Just the 1. Send it back. High plank. Child's pose. Well done. You can bring your arms down by your sides, take that shell stretch. We've got one more thing we're going to do. I'm pretty sure we all know what that is. On your back. Series 8. Hug your one knee, either knee doesn't matter. Hug your knee into your chest. Other leg long and lift it. Pelvic floor, pit of the belly. Nice deep breaths. Head and hands start on the floor, down by your side. We go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Head and shoulders lift up off the floor. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Opposite elbow to knee. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Long arm, long leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We repeat our long arms. 8, 4. Elbows. 8, 4. Head and hands off. 8, 4. Head and hands on. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Pilates bridge where we started. Lift up, squeeze, stay and breathe. One more. Give it all you've got. Don't pull out. Don't back out. Don't go check dinner. It'll be there when we're done. We'll come out. Hug your left knee or your other knee. Leg long, opposite leg long and lifted. Brace, breathe. Let's do this. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Head and hands up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Elbows. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Long arms. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Long arms again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Elbows. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hands and head off. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Head and hands on. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last Pilates bridge. Let's do it. Squeeze. Breathe. The more you squeeze your glutes, the more your hip flexors will get the signal to switch off. So it's a nice little release for your hip flexors. Squeeze your glutes even more. Send the signal strong. 3 breaths. Full body stretch. Roll out. Arms and legs long. Pop your ribs. Stretch your belly. You can do that ladder climbing that I mentioned at the beginning. You'll get a bit of a side body stretch, especially for those obliques. Into your shoulders, into your rib cage. 3, 2, and then take it into a twist. peak. Bring the knees back through center, twist the other way. And then just lie flat. Unravel yourself, let your legs go long, just comfortably, whatever that looks like for you. Just let your body relax. Take 5 deep breaths. For growth and transformation. It's all well and good to know our strengths and work towards our strengths, definitely. But it's just as good, if not more, powerful to know our weaknesses and then to work on them. Last breath. So well done. Help yourself up to a comfortable seat. You're at home, so you can do another Series 8 if you like. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Have an awesome rest of your day today, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.